right, Kristen. So did you force this on your husband, and will you do it again?
I 1000% did. But will I do it again is the question. So for any other Bert Show listener, if your spouse specifically told you, I do not want this, but you did it anyway, were you glad you did it? Were they glad you did it? Or did you both regret this decision?
So he specifically said, no, 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 no. And you said, no, I know you better than you know you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All right, so what happened was my man turned 50.
Ooh.
And I was like, this is a milestone birthday. We are going to be in Kentucky for his 50th birthday, where we are both from. Our friends, our family are going to be there because it's over the holidays. If people aren't busy, I should hit up your friends and family and see if they want to gather to celebrate your 50th birthday. And he was like, nah. That's not his bag. He's low key when it comes to stuff like that. He's very much like Mo. He rides the middle, doesn't need celebration, doesn't need acknowledgement. He and I could not be more polar opposite.
Right.
When I have a birthday, I celebrate, and I celebrate big.
Plus, this is a major one.
That's a big
huge.
Major.
Yes. And so I was trying to coax and encourage him to just let me do a little something. It doesn't have to be over the top, but just let me throw something together. And he said, let me think about it. All right. That's what I got. My husband tends to think for a long time. He is analysis to paralysis. It takes forever to get a final decision. And dude, the clock was ticking, and I needed to get time. I need to give people time to plan because it's the holidays and they're going to be busy. So I sent a group text.
Before he gave you the okay.
Before he technically gave me the okay, I sent a group text to his brothers, to his best friends, and I was like, hey, December 28th, if you're free, Bart's turning 50, would just love to get together. And do dinner and drinks. And lo and behold, everybody was free. So I ended up with 25 RSVPs to and I thought that was super sweet because it meant that they love Bart and they want to celebrate him. And I'm like, yeah, right. So I told them, I'm like, hey, by the way, I sent a text message. Everybody's free. They're so excited to celebrate you. I booked us a brewery. Mm-hmm. I got us a spot. We'll take care of food and drink. So that was it. I didn't go above and beyond. I'm like, I booked us a spot at a brewery at this time. Everybody's going to show up and we're just going to keep it low key. And I'm trying to decide if you asked me the question, would you do this again? I don't know.
No.
Was he unhappy at the end of the party, or was he unhappy that you took control of the situation?
He's used to me taking control of the situation, and he wasn't unhappy with the party. I can honestly say I looked around. He was having a great time with his nieces and his great niece and his college best friends. You know what I mean? I know he genuinely had a good time. But as far as because I asked him afterwards, this is so awkward. I asked him afterwards and I'm like, so are you glad? We did it.
Positive reinforcement.
And he was
did I do good?
He's like, yeah.
Okay. Pretty standard.
And here's the thing. It's not that he's not appreciative. That's just not his thing. And I did not take personal offense to it. I want to clarify right now. I'm getting much better at managing my expectations, right? And I knew out the gate, this is not something he wanted to do. And I wanted to do it for him, but I also wanted to see, our son, Jimmy, see his dad be celebrated. I think that's really important. So for Jimmy's sake, I wanted to, celebrate Bart. And so did I get some balloons and a cake? And, maybe, yes, of course I did. And so I'm glad from that standpoint. But overall, I was like, I could have did her with or without.
So not exactly what you were hoping.
It's not what I was hoping. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but okay. I'm gonna check myself. Maybe the expectation was like he would be like, I'm glad, not thank you, but I'm glad we did that because it was not. But yeah, no, he really was. He was 1,000% indifferent.
Well, you said it yourself. He kind of rides the middle, so he really just met your expectations of kind of staying here, kind of level with his reaction. But you also mentioned that like you had other goals for this, like Jimmy seeing his father be celebrated. So I think you should it might be one of those things where like in the long run you see that Jimmy appreciates how you celebrate people in your life, that maybe right now you don't have that gratification, but maybe in like 10 years you will.
Yeah, run with that.
Yeah, okay.
The Bert Show.